Losing a spouse, especially after sharing many decades of life together, is one of the most profoundly painful and disorienting experiences imaginable. The world suddenly feels different, quieter, and the future you envisioned together has irrevocably changed. Navigating this immense grief is a deeply personal journey, and there is absolutely no single right way to feel or heal. Your pain is valid, your tears are necessary, and the path forward will be unique to you. However, while grief itself is natural, certain actions or decisions made in the midst of this emotional turmoil can sometimes inadvertently hinder the healing process or create additional difficulties down the road. In this video, created with deep empathy and understanding, we want to gently highlight 8 common pitfalls, things that many people, in their pain and confusion, do after losing a beloved spouse, but which experts and those who have walked this path often advise against. Our intention is not to prescribe rules for grieving, but to offer gentle guidance and awareness, hoping to support you in navigating this incredibly challenging time with a little more clarity and self-compassion. Please know you are not alone, and seeking understanding is a sign of strength. In the immediate aftermath of losing your spouse, you might feel an overwhelming urge to make significant changes, perhaps driven by pain, a desire to escape constant reminders, or pressure from well-meaning others. This often translates into impulsive decisions about things like selling the family home, moving to a new city, giving away cherished possessions, or making drastic changes to your living situation. While change might eventually be necessary or desired, making these life-altering decisions while in the throes of acute grief is almost always advised against. Your judgment is clouded by intense emotions, your energy levels are likely depleted, and you haven't yet had the time to fully process the loss and envision what your future needs might truly be. Selling a home filled with memories, for instance, might feel like a relief initially, but could lead to profound regret later. Moving away from your established support network could increase feelings of isolation. Financial decisions made hastily can have long-lasting negative consequences. Experts generally recommend postponing any major, irreversible decisions for at least 6 months to a year, allowing yourself time to navigate the initial waves of grief and gain a clearer perspective on what's truly best for your future. Give yourself the gift of time before making choices you can't easily undo. Grief can make you want to withdraw from the world. Socializing might feel exhausting, painful, or simply pointless when the person you most want to share things with is gone. It's natural to need time alone, but completely isolating yourself from social support systems is a common pitfall that can deepen depression and prolong the healing process. Your friends, family, faith community, or support groups can offer invaluable comfort, practical assistance, and a vital connection to the outside world, reminding you that you are still loved and not alone in your sorrow. Equally detrimental is the reluctance to ask for or accept help when it's offered. Sometimes pride, not wanting to be a burden, or simply feeling overwhelmed can lead bereaved individuals to push away assistance. Yet, allowing others to help with meals, errands, paperwork, or simply offering a listening ear is not a sign of weakness. It's a necessary part of navigating this difficult time. People often genuinely want to help but don't know how. Accepting their offers gives them a way to show they care and eases your burden. Whether it's leaning on loved ones or seeking professional support from therapists or grief counselors, connection and support are crucial lifelines. Don't build walls around your grief. Allow caring hands and hearts to reach in. In the face of such profound loss, the sheer intensity of emotions, sadness, anger, guilt, fear, confusion, even moments of relief, can feel overwhelming. A common yet harmful reaction is to try and suppress these feelings, perhaps out of a desire to appear strong, a fear of breaking down, or societal pressure to move on. You might try to keep a stiff upper lip, avoid talking about your spouse or to your grief, or distract yourself constantly to avoid confronting the pain. However, suppressed emotions don't simply disappear. They fester beneath the surface, often manifesting later as physical ailments, headaches, fatigue, digestive issues, anxiety, depression, or complicated grief. Allowing yourself to feel and express your emotions in whatever way feels right for you, whether through tears, talking, journaling, creative expression, or physical activity, is a vital part of the healing process. Grief needs an outlet. Acknowledging the depth of your sadness honors the love you shared. Expressing anger at the unfairness of the loss is okay. Talking about your fears for the future is necessary. Finding safe spaces and supportive people with whom you can be vulnerable without judgment is crucial. Don't bottle up your pain. Give your grief the space it needs to be felt and eventually integrated into your life. When you're consumed by grief, taking care of your own physical needs can feel like an insurmountable task, often falling to the bottom of the priority list. It's incredibly common for bereaved spouses to neglect their health, skipping meals, or relying on unhealthy convenience foods, experiencing significant sleep disturbances, insomnia, or oversleeping, forgetting to take prescribed medications, or putting off essential doctor's appointments and health screenings. The emotional toll of grief directly impacts the body, weakening the immune system and making you more vulnerable to illness. Neglecting basic self-care during this already taxing time can lead to a downward spiral of physical decline, exacerbating feelings of fatigue, depression, and overwhelm. While you may not have much appetite or energy, making even small efforts towards self-care is crucial. Try to eat regular, simple, nutritious meals, even if small. Prioritize rest, even if sleep is difficult. Talk to your doctor if sleep problems persist. Stay hydrated. Take your medications as prescribed. Keep up with essential medical appointments. Your physical health is the foundation upon which you will rebuild your life. Remember, taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's a necessary act of survival and self-preservation during one of life's most challenging periods. Your late spouse would want you to look after yourself. The loss of a spouse often brings not only emotional challenges, but also significant practical ones, particularly concerning finances and the departed's belongings. Ignoring financial matters is a common pitfall. Grief can make dealing with bills, insurance, pensions, and investments feel overwhelming, leading some to avoid it altogether or make uninformed spending decisions. It's crucial, however difficult, to get a clear understanding of your financial situation sooner rather than later. Seek help from a trusted family member, friend, or a qualified financial advisor to navigate paperwork and make sound plans. Similarly, dealing with your spouse's belongings presents a complex emotional challenge. There are two common extremes to avoid: rushing to clear everything out immediately in an attempt to erase the pain, or refusing to touch anything for years, leaving the home as a shrine. Neither approach respects the natural pace of grief. Clearing things out too soon can lead to deep regret over discarding items with sentimental value. Conversely, never addressing belongings can keep you stuck in the past. The process is deeply personal. Take your time. Address items gradually, perhaps starting with less emotionally charged things. Involve family if it feels right. There's no deadline, only the need to approach this task with self-compassion when you feel ready. The loneliness following the loss of a long-term partner can be profound and intensely painful. It's natural to crave companionship and intimacy. However, a common mistake is rushing into a new romantic relationship too soon, often before the grieving process has had adequate time to unfold. Trying to quickly fill the void left by your spouse with a new person rarely leads to a healthy, sustainable relationship and can complicate your own healing. You need time to mourn your loss, rediscover your own identity outside of the marriage, and understand what you truly want and need moving forward. Jumping into a new romance while still deeply grieving can be unfair to both yourself and the new partner, potentially leading to comparisons. Unresolved emotional baggage interfering, or using the new relationship as a temporary bandage rather than a genuine connection. While finding love again later in life is absolutely possible and can be wonderful, it's generally advised to allow significant time for healing and self-discovery first. Focus on rebuilding your own life, nurturing friendships, exploring interests, and processing your grief. When and if the time feels right for a new relationship, it will stem from a place of wholeness rather than desperation or avoidance of pain. Navigating life after losing your spouse in old age is an immensely challenging path, and as we've discussed, there are certain pitfalls that can make the journey even harder. Making hasty decisions, isolating yourself or refusing help, suppressing your emotions, neglecting your health, mishandling finances or belongings, and rushing into new relationships. Recognizing these potential traps is the first step toward navigating your grief with greater awareness and self-compassion. Please remember, there's no timetable for grief, and healing is not about forgetting, but about learning to live with the loss in a way that honors your past while allowing for a future. Be patient and incredibly kind to yourself during this process. Allow yourself to feel, to rest, to remember, and to reach out. Connection is key. Lean on trusted friends and family. Consider joining a bereavement support group or seek guidance from a professional grief counselor. You do not have to walk this path alone. If you are going through this experience or know someone who is, we send you our deepest sympathy. Please share your thoughts or perhaps words of support for others in the comments below. If this video offered some comfort or insight, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more supportive content, and share it with anyone who might need it. Thank you for watching. Please take care.